And with what's happening on Capitol Hill and the two House Republicans who now want to be the next House Speaker. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Katz.
And I am Bria Berry. Here are those two candidates, Jim Jordan of Ohio and the other Majority Leader, Steve Scalise of Louisiana. KMBC 9's Dennis Evans joins us right now after speaking with local representative. Dennis, tell us more about what's happening in Washington.
You know what? I spoke with representatives today and both said this is not a good place for the government to be right now. Nothing can happen without a Speaker of the House, and as of Tuesday, that position is vacant.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
It was a day unlike anything that Congress had ever seen.
Our theme song should have been one called Ball of Confusion by the Temptations.
Confusion and chaos, that's how Congressman Emanuel Cleaver described the floor of the House before Tuesday's historic vote to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy. After the vote, a different story.
Nothing happened. There were no high fives, there were no applause, there were no down lows. I think people on both sides of the aisle realized at that moment that what had just happened was not something to brag about.
Congressman Mark Alford from Missouri's 4th District was also on the floor for the vote. He said there's been 2 times he's been moved to tears, once when he first arrived in Washington.
And then today, when the motion to vacate passed, and they basically fired Kevin McCarthy.
The removal has been described as a sign and a message to other countries that there is an instability in Congress. The move has brought Washington to a standstill, but there is hope that this will soon be resolved and Congress can return to the work of the budget and other pressing issues.
The next Speaker of the House is going to be able to fight what Kevin's been fighting and successfully do so, to try to bring our conference together and get things done for the American people.
It's not a good thing. Now, maybe some good can come from it.
Now, this is a process that is not going to happen overnight. Congressman Cleaver said that the division in Washington right now is as bad as he has ever seen it.
Dennis, thank you. All GOP representatives in Kansas and Missouri voted to keep McCarthy as House Speaker.